to show you excellent defense by Detroit. Here they are trapping Michael Jordan. Look at the top at B.J. Armstrong. Now, there is your pass. Now look at the rotation. The pass goes out to Pippen. They run hard at Pippen, but excellent ball movement. Into the pivot. When it comes out of the pivot, 2 passes.
You know, it's interesting. We talked about the big edge off the bench. 24-0 Bulge in the first half, but in the second half, it's all even. 11-11.
Yes, but in the second half, Chicago did not stay long minutes with those 5 people off the bench, as they did in the first half. They brought Michael back a lot faster in this half.
Edwards and Thomas, 2-man game. Cartwright fell down, and Edwards hits the shot. It's a 4-point game, but it looks from here as if the Bulls are going to get over the 100-point mark for the first time in this series. And I say that hesitantly because Pistons can shut you out.
They got Rodman now on Michael.
Pippen.
He's pushing that in. You have to call that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bernie Fryer was right there, and that'll be the 14th foul against Detroit. 4 on Rodman.
See, now you watch down inside. See, Rodman is there. Now watch him. There you go. See, he hit. He went right underneath Michael with his leg, forcing him to lose his balance.
Pistons have no more fouls to give.
All right, this is the big matchup now.
Rodman on Jordan and the offensive foul. And that's a good call by Nick Pavetta.
1 for 1. Rodman at his best, moving his feet. He's so quick to beat off the dribble.
Under 4 minutes.
Now Detroit running their baseline movement for Dumars.
Pippen is out to meet Joe. Dumars gets by, and Pippen commits the foul, and that is the 4th team foul against Chicago. So they'll be in the penalty the next foul.
See, when you get in a situation like this, it's the end of the game. You got 3:50 to go. You're telling your guys, look, when you're playing a man, make him shoot the ball over the top of you. Don't gamble and let him beat you off the dribble and get inside that painted area. Cartwright and Edwards. Good defense by Cartwright.
Dumars for 3. In and out. Rebound by Cartwright.
And Cartwright popped James Edwards on that block out right on the jaw.
Jordan goes in.
Jordan sprained his ankle. Yes,
40 points for Michael Jordan.
He came down, yes.
The Bulls want a timeout. And Jordan's hurting. We're going to get a report from Tim Brand, I know.
Now here you have Michael. Now watch how he knifes his way down inside. He's off balance. But now as he comes down, he came down, I'm pretty sure, right on Grant's foot. At least that's the way it looked from that angle.
That looms large right now with 3:19 to go, and Chicago nursing that lead.
At Vic.
Challenge Jordan off the dribble and see if they don't go knee to knee here. Now it's an excellent move by Michael. Now as he goes to elevate, there it is right there. And then he came down hard right on by Grant's foot. But you could see it was a knee inadvertently into Jordan.
Then Pippen stole the inbounds pass and a timeout, but for Michael Jordan, here's Tim Brand.
All right, Dick, I went over to the trainer, Mark Feil, immediately. He was the first one to get to Michael Jordan. It was a knee in that thigh. Jordan told him immediately, hey, the pain's almost all gone already. It's going to be all right. So Mark Feil walked away. The rest of it was strictly strategy in the Chicago huddle. Dick?
All right, Tim, thanks very much. A lot of people holding their breaths watching Jordan. He's got 40 points. That's his shooting by halves today. Add to that 9 rebounds and 5 assists, and it's a typical Jordan game. So where are the Jordan rules? John Sally, who's got 5 fouls, is checked in for the Pistons.
This is Jordan at 1-on-1 now.
Rodman won't give an inch. He hits the deck. So does Rodman Rodman and Laimbeer, and a foul against Detroit. It may be Rodman. And Laimbeer gets his 6th foul. It's against Laimbeer. Boy, did those 3 hit the deck hard.
Well, Rodman played him really tough. He sent them to the baseline. Michael just blew by him. Now watch how he blows by him. Here comes Laimbeer into your picture, see? The ref says that he was moving. He was definitely there. Now comes that unwritten rule in the NBA again. Once the player elevates, you've got to get out from underneath that basket. There will always be a no call.
No points, but 8 rebounds for Bill Laimbeer and Michael Jordan, with a chance to give the Bulls an 8-point lead.
See, Laimbeer's exasperated. He felt that he was there and that Michael had not elevated, but he did not get the call.
Edwards up front with Sally and Rodman, Thomas and Dumars at guard.
See, you're only down 8 here, and you had 3 minutes to go. Plenty of time. You've got to go to your strength.
Thomas. Isaiah Thomas gets 2 back. He's got 31 today.
Like I said earlier, he feels he can take BJ anytime off the dribble and get his shot.
Thomas looking for the steal against Armstrong.
They're trying to get Michael Jordan down inside on the post-up.
8 seconds on the shot clock now. Jordan lost the ball for a second, but now the clock is running down.
3.
Jordan for 3. Chicago Bulls with a huge 9-point lead now. Sally is fouled going to the basket with 2:12 remaining.
Big foul because that's it for Grant. Now watch Michael here just take this shot, and as it splashes, he runs through, catch the motion. Yes, Michael.
Jordan has scored the last 7 points for the Bulls, and Horace Grant fouls out, having scored 10 points with 11 rebounds. A big game for Grant. Armstrong is out, replaced by John Paxson.
Excellent game for Grant. In the minutes that he played so big today.
Sally makes them both. Michael Jordan, 7 straight. Paxson has trouble. Detroit picks it up. And let's see, 10-second violation called against Chicago, so it'll be Detroit's ball anyway.
Terrific defense that time by Isaiah. Really caught Paxson off guard by coming down the floor. Zeke has not done that at all. See, he's right in his face. Now, as Paxson goes down, we know Paxson has a bad ankle. Now, there it is, an excellent move by Isaiah.
Under 2 minutes to go. Edwards. Basket good and a foul as he gets knocked down. He was double-teamed.
Chuck Daly, come on, that's excitement. Showing tremendous emotion because James Edwards was double-teamed by Neely. Now watch Neely run right at Edwards as he goes to go for the shot. Here's your double-team. He got hit by 2 guys that time, Cartwright and Neely.
Only makes 1. Or only gets the basket, and it's 99-94. Does Chuck want this game or what?
Yeah, well, you got to get up here. Now, you're Chicago. Go to what's been good for you all day.
10 on the shot clock. You're looking at the game clock here in the 4th. Sally picks up Jordan on the switch. Cartwright saves it in the corner, and a new clock for the Bulls.
Now, you back it out. You back it out, and you get into your good sets. See, this is a tough matchup right here because they're flattening them out now, Dick, on the baseline.
Pistons have won 8 of the last 10 against the Bulls in the playoffs and regular season. Jordan misses. Neely right in the middle. And Pippen lays it in.
Yes!
Timeout, Detroit.
What a key move by Neely on that loose ball rebound.
Only the 2nd time in the playoffs have the Pistons given up 100 points.
Dear David, I miss you. I'm still chasing the story through.
All right, now here we're going to have a couple of key plays. Now this is the play that Lambier fouls out on. Rodman pushes Michael Jordan to the baseline. Now, Lambier is definitely there before Michael elevates. Tough call. Sixth foul. Lambier's out. Now, with 2 seconds left, Michael comes off. He's got 1 second on the shot clock. Hits the three right there. Big play by Michael. Now, on this rebound, this is crucial. The shot goes up. Watch Neely underneath now. Keep this alive. And then Scottie Pippen pull it down and then goes up with his left hand. How about that? Those 3 plays will haunt Detroit if the game should end with a Chicago win.
Neely has been a big hero, but Michael Jordan is back to normal today. There's Neely. Has played a huge role in Chicago's lead to this point, and Pippen with 29 points. Score was tied at 82 with 9 minutes to go. Jordan has scored 12 of Chicago's last 19 points. See what Detroit has to answer here. Under a minute to go. Thomas. Sally tips it. Aguirre steps back for a 3 and hits it.
He's big on the wings for the 3. When he was in Dallas, he would inbound the pass, step in, get it back, and shoot a 3.
4-point game now. They're trapping Jordan, and calls a timeout. Chicago has 1 and a 20 left.
That was a smart call because they were cornered right here where the 2 lines, half court and sideline, meet.
Second timeout called by Chicago. They have 2 full left. Coming up next, 3rd round action in the Bell South Atlanta Golf Classic. Pippen will inbound with 40.3 seconds, but 17 on the shot clock, and the lead 4 points. Both teams in the penalty foul-wise.
See, with the big guys handling the ball, you do not want to come together because Detroit's quickness and their trapping ability will force you into turnover.
Here's Neely, free inside for the basket and the foul, and that'll do it.
Isn't it fitting that this guy should make the basket? And then a sensational pass by Scottie Pippen.
There it is.
Now watch to the right of your screen how there he is, Neely running. He backdoored Dennis Rodman.
Neely scored 9 points and had 9 rebounds in the clinching Game 5 against Philadelphia in the last series. Paxson is called for the foul on Thomas. You don't want to foul. The last thing you want to do if you're the Bulls is to stop the clock any way possible.
You know, the answer to that is, well, you know, Isaiah's been making the 3-point shot today. But it's like we said earlier, you very seldom ever block a shot out in that area. And all you're doing is setting yourself up for a foul. And then if the ball should go the distance and score, a possible 4-point play.
22nd timeout by Chuck Daly. Want to remind you this series will continue Monday afternoon here on CBS. Game number 4. 3:30, make it 3 o'clock Eastern time on Monday. Now we have you totally confused. 3 o'clock Monday, we'll be here. Tomorrow, the Western game number 4 at Phoenix, 3:30.
Now, this is very important if you're Chicago. Isaiah's shooting 2. If he makes them, you're ahead by 5. Let's see what happens.
32 points for Isaiah Thomas. He's broken out in a big way today. Vinnie Johnson replaces Aguirre.
Well, they're going for the defense right now with this group. You're going to get full court pressure. Now remember, Chicago has 2 full timeouts left.
A 4-point game. And Vinnie Johnson fouls B.J. Armstrong, who has missed only 1 free throw throughout the entire playoffs. Goes to the line, and 2 big ones coming up here. So we'll be with you 3 o'clock Monday right here at Chicago Stadium for Game 4 between these two teams. The basketball show begins at 2:30 Eastern Time.
In that situation, Vinnie Johnson knows that he's got to stop the clock. He went for the steal. He was trying to go for the steal first, then you foul. Make B.J. Armstrong hit the foul shots.
Only his second miss in the playoffs. 21.1 seconds remain.
But you see, he has not been to the line today, and he's a rookie in a pressure situation.
1 out of 2. Timeout. The lead is 5 for Chicago. That was the lead they had after 1 period today.
All right, let's talk now.
Before you hit the road, hit the one tire store that installs more kinds of tires on more cars than anyone else. Sears. And right now, Sears SuperGuard 40 all-season steel-belted radials backed by a 40,000-mile warranty are as low as $22.99. Check your Sears store for convenient 7-day-a-week service. For new tires, stop at Sears and stop with confidence.
Listen to my nephew. He's gonna be a lawyer like me. He's even gonna look like me.
Oh, really? So does that mean on his first big trial day, the jury's gonna notice his winning smile?
Yeah.
And his great suit?
Yeah.
Oh, his little flakes.
No, dandruff, me?
Oh, it can happen to perfect people. Here, just use my shampoo.
Head and shoulders. But you don't have dandruff.
I rest my case.
Head and Shoulders, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
It happens every business day. Americans get up, go to work, and do what they do best. And today, more business travelers will take to the road in a car rented from Alamo than ever before. There are over 4 million miles of roads in Alamo territory, all across America. And nationwide, only Alamo gives you all those miles for free, even if the territory you cover is everything east or west of the Rockies.
There's the time and there's the score. Detroit has the ball. There the timeout story. Chicago, QB, has scored 62 points in the second half. That's something they got to remember for Game 4 if they get to 4 down only 2-1.
Right, no turnovers. Let's look at the situation. You're down 6. You're Detroit. You have 1 timeout left. Mark Aguirre taking the ball out of bounds is very dangerous. A great 3-point shooter. Now, if you can get a quick 2 and you think your defense can do it for you, maybe so. It doesn't look that way. Look
Thomas.
for the 3.
Jordan giving him heat on the 3, and he hits it anyway. Isaiah Thomas with 4 3-point baskets, and Chicago calls a timeout. So each team has 1 full timeout left. And this game, believe it or not, is still up for grabs.
Who's got the marketing plan?
I do.
Sales forecast.
Right here.
Presentation boards?
Murphy's got them.
Where's Murphy?
This is the final boarding call for Delta Flight 6.
Maddie Klein knows careers are riding on Delta flights.
Mr. Murphy?
Yes.
We better go.
Nobody told me you had a cast.
Nobody knew.
Passengers should now be on board.
Maybe that's why more business people fly Delta than ever before.
Mr. Murphy, you have a nice...
With 4 teams left in the NBA playoffs.
Now, if you're Chicago, Dick, you want the basketball in the hands of your best foul shooters. You have 1 timeout left. You're Detroit. You're putting pressure on everyone, denying the passing lanes, trying for a steal first. If not, foul, stop the clock, and force Chicago to make the foul shots.
Neely is the worst free throw shooter of the 5 out there for the Chicago Bulls. He'll inbound it. And it's off Sally. Pippen has it stripped away. And a jump ball with 10.2 seconds to go. And Detroit is in a position, if they get the ball, to try a 3 and tie this amazingly.
Absolutely. Isaiah was very, very upset because he thought they had the free ball and they could have just dribbled it right into a 3-point shot attempt. Now remember, 10 seconds to go here. Each team has 1 timeout.
Pippen and Dumars will jump. Pippen has the edge in size by about 4 inches. Controlled by Detroit. They'll call the time. Their last timeout. And now they can set up the three-point shot to tie. That's why they're the world champions, because you never have it down until the clocks read 0-0, Hubie.
Well, the defense always gets you back. All right, now in this situation, you have no timeouts left if you're Detroit. You have 8 seconds on the clock. You definitely need a 3 to get it done. Now remember, once again, don't forget about that guy out of bounds, making the pass, stepping in and getting a return. The next thing you do is you try to run staggered picks to free up your other three-point shooters. Now another way is off the dribble. Dribble penetration, kick out, and have a guy take a 3. Now, if you are Chicago, please remember that what you must do defensively is to switch out on all people who are crossing, whether they have the ball or not, and do not allow an uncontested pass or a shot attempt.
Here's what happened on the last inbounds pass. Neely, and the ball hit Sally here.
Well, you'll see on this inbounds, right, it was very, very good defense by Sally on the ball. Now, here's the frustration right here. Now, if Detroit could have picked that up, that's why Isaiah picks it up, and he's so frustrated because he knew if he got it, all he had to do was dribble right in for the 3.
Now in the jump ball, Scottie Pippen had the height advantage on Joe Dumars.
Yes, but watch, he's not looking when they throw it up, and Dumars steals the tap.
Detroit has hit 6 3-point baskets today. Thomas has 4, and Mark Aguirre has 2.
Now, remember, Detroit, no timeouts left. Chicago, this will be interesting. Are they going to play the guy out of bounds? Yes, Scottie Pippen is coming out here, a taller man than Aguirre. Now, everyone else defensively must be alive. Pippen laying off.
Aguirre will inbound. No more timeouts. Aguirre fires a 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Jordan. And they're going to foul him with 2.1, and he can nail it down with the free throws.
Now, you know, the most dangerous guy is that guy out of bounds. And that's what we just saw. When you don't play that guy out of bounds and throw it in and you use him as a double teamer, the guy stepping in is open. Aguirre was open, and he did get an excellent shot.
Aguirre had hit 2 anyway, so they had to be aware of his three-point shooting abilities. And now Jordan will go to the line for 2 free throws. He is 9 of 11 from the line today.
That's all. See, Michael is going to get a lot of acclaim today for offensively, but defensively, he's been magnificent.
He's had some big games in the past before the Jordan rules went into effect, and he has a huge game today. And the Bulls win it, and now trail 2-1. 107-102 is the final score, and right now, here's Tim Brandt.
Michael, your reaction. Down the stretch, you guys played much stronger than in game 1 and 2, and you were outstanding with 35.
Well, we played very physical. I think our guys kept our poise. You know, Detroit made a run. We knew they would. But we did all the right things down the stretch. We hit some key shots and, you know, really went our way down the stretch.
I saw you talking to Scottie and Ed Neely and telling them all the way down the stretch, way to play harder.
We are. We must play harder. We got to have faith in ourselves. You know, I felt the last game we were kind of disunified, and we didn't do anything together. In this game, we unified ourselves and certainly played very united.
Congratulations. See you Monday. All right, Dick.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. So the Chicago Bulls come back and now trail 2-1 in the best-of-7 series. And our Miller Lite player of the game, boy, there are a lot of heroes for the Bulls today, but none better than Michael Jordan. 47 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. On his behalf, Miller Lite will donate $1,000 to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. And so for Hubie Brown and Tim Brandt, this is Dick Stockton saying so long from Chicago Stadium, where the Bulls beat the Pistons 107-102. The NBA playoffs continue tomorrow with Game 4 coverage of the Western Conference Finals between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Phoenix Suns. And up next, third-round coverage of the Bell South Atlanta Golf Classic.
CBS Sports coverage of the National Basketball Association Eastern Conference Finals has been sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft. When things heat up in the NBA, tap into the cold. The Bic Metal Shaver, it stretches your skin for a better shave. And by Plymouth and your local Plymouth dealers who invite you to test drive a Plymouth today.
The NBA playoffs are a presentation of CBS Sports.
In 13 cities and 10 countries across the Pacific, they're playing our song. United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve, halfway around the world. Come fly the friendly skies.